I'm here on the Advantech booth at Enlit in Bilbao, where yesterday the E4S Alliance was incorporated. The E4S Alliance is the edge for smart secondary substations, and to explain what that means in physical terms, I've invited our colleagues from Kalkitech to explain that.
Hi, I'm Tony Anthony Kurian from Kalkitech. So here we are demonstrating a prototype of the Edge E4S device, the smart Edge secondary device. So as you know, E4S is an initiative led by the utilities. They wanted to have a smart secondary substation that is software defined, that is interoperable, that is modular, secure, which can take all the loads or all the controls that are required for your secondary side of the substation. This is the first prototype, what was conforming to the initial specification made by the Alliance. So as you can see here, it's a modular device. So we have a centralized, or we have a computing device here. We have a modular power supply here. We have a switch module here, and we have multiple I/O modules that can be configured or that can be purposed for any of the I/O communication. So the power module, it's hot-swappable. It basically provides the power for the entire rack, and then you have a switch module that is actually the external interface of this device. So all external applications or devices communicate to the E4S device through this switch module. And we have a set of I/O modules there. Now what makes it interoperable? Now this compute module, it's a software defined system where it's possible that we can run multiple workloads. These can be analysis applications, these can be edge applications that are coming from multiple sources. So all of those devices can, or all of those applications can coexist in this compute module. And here in our demo, this particular compute module has got a set of applications coming from different sources. So we have a SSC 600 Lite that was developed by ABB. Then we have a power flow application that was developed by a company called Sabal. So all of these companies, they are actually promoters and active members in the E4S Alliance. So they have developed this thing, and there is another application called loss and neutral power loss detection. That's another application developed by a company called Ariadna. So the concept is like a DSO, they can deploy multiple applications in the same controller based on their requirement, and we have a very efficient orchestration mechanism through which these devices, this fleet of devices that are distributed through your distribution network, can be centrally controlled, managed and updated. So in this particular demo, we have one of this I/O module purposed as a SunSpec Modbus simulator, and another I/O module that is configured as a smart meter reading application. So this I/O module has got the capability of communicating or collecting metrology data from all the DLMS meters, and then report that information through the backplane to the compute module. So any application that is running in the compute module can in fact read or acquire the data from the various meters there. Then that data can be used for all the internal algorithm, or can be used in all those internal algorithms. Now the E4S, it specifies how these applications communicate between each other and how they can be communicated externally. So we have a Dockerized environment where multiple applications can exchange information between them. So here in this particular demo, I have a simple UI which is acquiring data from the data collected by the compute module. Similarly, we have something called a system management interface. So system management interface is another specification or another interface defined by the E4S, which enables multi-vendor devices to be inserted dynamically into the device. So the SMI and as long as you have a device that conforms to SMI, you can insert them directly, and it will automatically register with the rest of the system, and that can become a part of the system immediately. So we have developed a reference SMI interface here. So you can see that all the multiple modules here, they communicate to the PCM via this SMI backplane. So we have a standard SMI slave and master implemented already in this device, which is enabling them to be organized and communicate with them. So you can see here, the actual system is being represented here through the SMI. So the concept here is like using the SMI interface, it's possible to have a remote configuration applications developed. That's all about the demo. What we wanted to show or showcase here is like it's possible to have a vendor-agnostic, software-defined, scalable edge application framework where multi-vendor applications can coexist and hardware components from multiple vendors can coexist. So that's what we are doing.
Thank you very much, Tony. I think we can see that the E4S Alliance is much more than just an alliance of operators, providers of technology and components, but actually it's an alliance of hardware modules and software modules from the whole ecosystem of the secondary substations. Thank you, Tony, again.
Thank you.